Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and this is a ride Berzerker wide. The ride Berzerker is an all-mountain deck designed for Jake Blavolt, actually, and this is the wide version. Ride has always done a great job at their wide boards because they make them progressively wider for size 11 feet and larger. This is a hard-charging board for all-mountain use. It's great in the powder. It's awesome in the trees, and on groomers, it's lightning fast and has a lot of aggression to it. But surprisingly, it's not overly stiff. Now, the Berzerker is a directional shaped board, obviously. It has a setback stance of 3/4 of an inch with a 2x4 insert pack and a pretty unique profile shape called directional hybrid camber. The nose of the board outside the insert pack has a nice big swoop to it. And then underneath the insert pack to the tail, the board's camber. So when you press down on that tail, the nose is actually going to scoop up just a little bit more. And it's a nice progressive kind of rocker on that nose. It's not like a sharp jolt or anything. It just has a nice smooth feel to it. And the nose actually has this really nice shape to it as well. I love the shoulders on it. It's nice and wide. And another cool thing about this board is that, it still has that kind of aggressive tail. And it has been beefed up. And so actually a little bit stiffer in the tail than it is on the nose. But overall, the Berzerker from Ride is said to have a flex rating of a 5, but I'd probably bump that up one notch into a 6, especially in that tail area because of the Pop Rod's 2.0 core. Now, it's a finger jointed wood core, but the tail sections have been kind of milled out to allow for a sandwich of urethane and carbon strands to rest in between the insert packs and the edge from underneath your feet to pass those contact points. And that's just in the tail on both the heel side and the toe side edge. And that's why I'd say that the tail is going to be a little bit stiffer, a little bit more aggressive than the big swooping nose, because of those extra laminates and because of that camber profile as well. Now, wrapped around that core is a hybrid glass. There's a biax glass on bottom, which is soft. It's at 90 and at 0 degrees. And then on top is a triax glass. That's at 0, 45, and negative 45 degrees. But then there's an additional laminate as well. It's called the Carbon Array 3. And those are carbon with little stringers that radiate from about where the contact points are to underneath the feet. And that causes for a direct transfer of energy from your board right to that edge that you're on. And then lastly within the laminates is going to be the sidewalls. The sidewalls of the Berzerker Wide are actually slime walls, but they've been beefed up. They're called roll-in slime walls. They have a 3D carbon fiber structure along the back, the top, and bottom of that sidewall to make it a little bit more firm, but still have that nice smooth feel of the urethane slime wall. And then there's the base. Now, this is one of my favorite bases from Ride. It's the Fusion 4000. It's center, it's die cut, it has a die cut swap as well. So you may see this base and then you may get a board that actually has the exact opposite kind of coloring to it. It does have a lot of structure, it absorbs tons of wax, and it's lightning fast. Wrapped around this whole thing though is going to be this standard Rockwell 360 edge. Nice and sharp, of course, comes out of the factory at 90 degrees. This is a great board. Jake Welch rides it super fast. You can ride it super fast. It's called the Ride Berzerker Wide. And of course, you can see it at thehouse.com.